Welcome back to Average Guy Adventures, guys. Today, we're going to talk about America's most haunted hotel. That's right, America's most haunted hotel. I recently took a visit here back in April of this year, 2022, and I want to first give some background and historical information about the hotel. Um, Now, Eureka Springs, Arkansas, this hotel, that is where it is located. It dubs itself as America's most haunted hotel. Um, The Crescent Hotel was built in 1886 as a resort for the rich and famous, but quickly became unmanageable and fell into disrepair. In 1908, it was reopened as the Crescent College and Conservatory for Young Women. And basically, what this meant is, while the summertime hotel in the summertime was not being used as a resort, the building had to be used for income, and thus it would be used as this girls' college. Um, That institution closed down in 1924 and then opened again in 1930 as a junior college. And after the college closed in 1934 altogether, the Crescent was leased as a summer hotel once again. In 1937, so about 3 years later, it got a new owner by the name of Norman G. Baker, who turned the place into a hospital and health resort. Baker, a millionaire inventor and radio personality, styled himself as a doctor, despite having, now this is important, despite having had no medical training. He claimed to have discovered a number of cures for various ailments, including cancer, and launched frequent attacks on organized medicine, which he accused of being corrupt and profit-driven. Having been run out of Iowa for practicing medicine without a license, Baker moved his cancer patients to Arkansas and advertised his new health resort as the Crescent. His cure, quote unquote, consisted primarily of drinking the area's natural spring water, and in 1940, federal charges were eventually filed against Baker for mail fraud of all things, and he spent 4 years in prison. The Crescent Hotel was left ownerless until 1946, and in the spring of 46, the Crescent Hotel was then purchased by John R. Constantine, Herbert E. Shutter, and Herbert Byfield and Dwight Nichols. And on March 15th, 1967, the hotel was nearly burned to the ground, and the only living owner at that time was Dwight Nichols. And then finally, as it's more relevant to the current state of the Crescent, in 1997, Marty and Elise Rojnik, and I could be butchering that, purchased the Crescent Hotel for $1.3 million. They oversaw a 6-year restoration and renovation of the hotel rooms, and Marty died in a car crash in 2009, and Elise remains the hotel's current owner. So that's kind of some historical background on the Crescent, and it's served many different purposes over the years. And it's presumed haunted from a couple different things. One is construction workers who died in the process of building the Crescent, as well as those who died under Norman Baker's quote-unquote cancer care. So I want to talk about my experience here because I took my first visit here back in April of this year. And really, it's a good place to check out. Now, I do want to say, as a side note, I did not spend the night there. But, I would in the future definitely like to. But as soon as you get there, you pull up, and it's in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, which, if you've never been to Eureka Springs, it's interesting. It's a very windy little jog to get to the hotel. Not even windy, just, I don't know. It took an hour to get 5 blocks, it seemed. And you get there, you pull up, and it's this old Gothic-looking structure. And you're not quite sure what to think as you approach it, and it just has this eerie feeling to it. You can just feel it. And you walk into the lobby, and there are team members that are there to point you in the right direction of what you would like to do, whether you would just like to inquire about the ghost tour, just simply tour the building, and there's many different dining options, and it is a fully functional hotel. So my family, we did do the ghost tour, and there's people like coming in and out of their hotel rooms during it, and it's a really cool experience. Definitely do the ghost tour because it's cool. It's fun. It's about a little over an hour long. They even take you down into the basement where the bodies were, the morgue, where the bodies were stored, and all that. It's really interesting. And there's, like I said, different dining options. We ate at the Sky Bar, gourmet Sky Bar pizza, which you can sit out on the balcony and get a great view of the Ozark Hills, the Ozark Mountains. It was absolutely beautiful and well worth it. There was a little bit of a wait. Gets pretty busy in the summertime, and they were having staff shortages, but everyone's suffering from that. So, yeah, America's Most Haunted Hotel, situated in Northwest Arkansas, the Crescent Hotel. Give it a visit. Catch you in the next one of Average Guy Adventures.